The internet, huh, my friends? How about the internet? It's just the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? For a guy like me, it is. That's for sure, because I need it. That's how I'm able to go off on these wild tangents. That is probably going to happen in this video. Without the internet, what would motivate me to do such crazy things? I just don't know. I've always said, my friends, that the internet is possibly the greatest invention in the history of mankind. Think about it. We can instantly connect with people around the world. We can get information. We can do our banking. We can do everything. I don't even know how we survived as a species before the internet came along. But the internet, the greatest thing that was ever invented, right up until the point that people started using it. Am I right? Yeah, people kind of messed that up, and that is sort of a human thing to do, isn't it? We see something, we find something, and it's real nice, and then we go and mess the whole damn thing up. Especially us white guys. We see something that looks really good, we're gonna go colonize that shit. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know why. That's just the history we have. I probably wouldn't be very good at colonizing things, but that's just kind of a thing we do, isn't it? Yeah, it kind of is. My wife calls me a colonizer all the time because she's brown. It's a twisted sense of humor that we have, so it's not offensive to me. I think it's fucking funny. I went home a couple days ago, and as I was getting in the car, she's sitting in the driver's seat shouting, "The British are coming." Yeah, it was funny as fuck. It made me laugh. But yeah, us white guys, we see something over there. Oh, they got beautiful, clean rivers, running water, mountains. God, just this beautiful, pristine land. And you know what we think? We think this isn't right. There ain't a single Starbucks over there. That water's not polluted, full of garbage and sewage. We don't like this. And how are the locals of that place even, I mean, I don't understand how they live. How are they going to get a second mortgage if they don't even have a first mortgage? We've got to solve this problem. Yeah, we're real sweethearts, aren't we? We really get weird shit done. That intro either really pissed you off and you unsubscribed, or you thought it was funny. It could go either way. I guess I'm kind of flipping the coin with that one. We'll see how it all works out. But that's what we're here to talk about today, my friends. Internet truckers that got the whole world figured out. And this is sort of a continuation of last week's video that was something like you have to truck like I do, or something to that effect was the title, where everybody is convinced that their way of trucking is the one and only right way of trucking. So I have some more points on that though, and I wasn't done. And sometimes when I start to get up there around a half hour worth of video, I should probably cut this and maybe gather my thoughts and come back and revisit this at another time. Before we get into all that though, I got a couple people to thank for super thanks on the last video. I'm going to screw up this name because there's probably a way to sound it out that I'm not saying right. The first word is spicy. We all know spicy. We know what that means. A spicy Bepis, B-E-P-I-S. I'm not really sure if I'm saying that right. Is it Beepis? I don't know. $2 on the last video. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you so much. And Private Pile with $5 on the last video. Thank you guys so much for your support to the channel. I'll stop clicking that pen because that probably, if you can hear it, it sounds real annoying. But I have sort of nervous tics I do sometimes, and I happen to be holding a pen while I was being a nervous weirdo on the internet. How about that? But thank you to all of you that help out with growing my humble little channel. Everybody that subscribes and likes and comments and watches and everything you do. Actually, I've noticed a lot of people are sharing out my videos. It's one of the YouTube stats that I got notified of. So thank you to whoever's sharing them out too. I appreciate that. And on that note, guys, we are still trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and we need less than, can you believe this? Less than 400 people to just push that fucking subscribe button, and we'll be there. We'll be at 10,000, and I can stop asking you guys to subscribe to my bullshit dumpster fire channel. How about that? That would be nice, wouldn't it? So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that for me so I can shut the fuck up, and all will be right in the world. So what do we got to talk about today, my friends? I dislike a lot of people. Did you guys know that about me? I'm not always like a friendly guy. I'm kind of a dick, if anybody's noticed that. But I put out a video recently on my 1-month review over here at Trekker. Now, why did I do that? There's actually a few reasons why I did that. Let me give you a few of those reasons. Look, I'm not above taking referral bonuses from a trucking company. I know somewhere along the line in the YouTube trucking community that became a thing that was frowned upon. Like, you're not allowed to get those referral bonuses. Well, like, fuck I ain't. I'm the one doing the legwork. I found you guys a qualified driver. Somebody owes me some goddamn money, right? But I'm not trying to sell you on the job. I think if you have a look at Trekker and you decide that it is something that works for you, that you want to go try, then I think you should. And I think that you should put me as a referral on your application in the event that you did that, because, well, I was doing someone's job. They don't need much of a marketing department, long as someone else is, you know, putting out a good word for them, right? Saving them a little bit of money. And us as truckers, we shouldn't have any issues with taking a little bit of money from those trucking companies because we help them find a qualified driver to operate their truck. That's one reason. I mean, I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I'll take a referral bonus. I don't give a fuck. But also, I'm not trying to sell you on the company. Like I said, it is up to you to decide if that is something you want to do. It's not up to me. We're all adults here. You figure out what works for you. I am happy to answer any questions, but I will not bullshit you about what Trekker offers to their truck drivers. I've had people reach out to me and say, hey, do they go to California? No, they don't. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that they do go to California so that you'll get me a referral bonus. I will tell you what I know about the company. And if it works for you, you should do that. But there's actually another reason that I decided, let me get in and see what they're like. There's actually a lot of reasons. Let me get in and see what they're like, and then if it's decent, you know, decent enough, I'll put the word out. They're a smaller company, around 300 trucks, I think. With them being sort of a smaller company, they are very much interested in keeping all of their trucks running. That's a bonus for us truck drivers now, isn't it? You know, you get into these bigger companies, these mega carriers, and they're not so much interested in that. They're interested in having the capacity available. You know, they're spreading the miles around so everybody gets a little bit of a piece of the pie, but nobody's absolutely killing it because they got 30,000 other truck drivers that still need to get some miles too, so you might have to sit there. And to me, that matters. The company's interested in moving their trucks, right? There's a reason I'm telling you all this. This is not an advertisement for Trekker. Work here or don't. I don't fucking care. But there's a reason that I'm telling you guys all this. Give me a minute, all right? If you give me a minute of your time, more like 20, 30 minutes, but what else are you got going on anyways? I don't know. Maybe you got shit going on and I'm just wasting your time. I don't fucking know. Anyways, a lot of everybody that I was in orientation with at this company, every fucking one of them was coming from one of those more corrupt trucking companies, right? That was not necessarily doing things the legal way, and these guys weren't making any fucking money. So everybody that I was in orientation with was like, this company better be fucking legit, because I am sick of going broke and I'm out there running 3, 4, 5 weeks at a time and making no fucking money. And it turns out that they actually are. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna like just make a fucking killing over here, but you can do pretty good is what I'm trying to tell you. And that beats the shit out of going broke driving some other asshole's truck that's keeping all your money now, doesn't it? That's why I tell people, maybe we can skip the step for a lot of people and they can skip going to those those not so honest companies and come work for an honest company. They tell you how much they're going to pay for the load up front, and once you start to learn the system of where their good and bad loads are, you can influence your timing for when you're going to get that load. I'm squeezing in an extra load this week because I'm a day early on a drop and hook. I'm just going to drop it a day early, and then I'm going to go pick up the next load tomorrow, and I'm going to deliver that a day early because I'm a day ahead of schedule. Can't go wrong with that now, can you? So the reason I bring all of that up is because I did that review video on Trekker 1 month, right? And I always try to make it clear, I don't care where you work. You don't like the deal, you don't work there. Fine with me. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter even a little bit to me. And when somebody said to me, when it came to the money portion of that video, they said that they can't understand why I am doing this lease program, which you don't really need to understand. The only person that needs to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing is me, if I'm being honest with you. That's the only person. But you don't really need to understand, but that's besides the fucking point. And they said that, what the fuck did they say? Now I don't remember. Oh, they said, I'm making just as much money as you are, and I'm team driving. That lease sounds like a ripoff to me. And that, my friends, is the point that I'm trying to get to. There's more to come in this video, but that's the point I'm trying to get to with this video. How is it that we work in such a vast industry where you can get your CDL and then you can pick what you want to do, right? That's the crazy cool thing about being a trucker, is you get to pick and choose whatever the fuck you want to do, and you can go do that, right? But how is it that so many of America's truck drivers can be so narrow-minded to be like, this, my way's the right way, and why aren't you listening to me? Because I just really like being an over-the-road trucker. That's it. I like getting the videos out of it. I like the drama that comes with it, so I can, I'm stuttering again. That damn script writer needs to stop writing stutters into the script so I can fucking talk right. I'm gonna fire that motherfucker is what's gonna happen. Anyways, forgot what I was saying. He's definitely fired now. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Anyways, to the point of that, because who knows what I was even just talking about a second ago. We work in this very vast industry, right? And this guy did not want to take the lease over at Trekker. Cool with me. I have no problem with that. But he said, I'm team driving and I'm making that much money. Team driving sounds fucking miserable to me. Sounds like the worst fucking thing ever. So you're team driving and you're happy with it. Would it be like so crazy if you were a truck driver to just try to comprehend that maybe somebody doesn't want to do the same thing that you want to do? And it's good for people to put options in front of people and say, hey, here's what I know about this company, take it or leave it. Isn't that a good thing? But to act like somebody's trying to sell you a job to leave that amazing team setup, oh, team driving sounds like a fucking blast, doesn't it? To come over here and do this peasant work that I'm doing over here, you would never want to do that, right? Would you? Team driving sounds fucking miserable. The only time I've really seen it shine, and I'm not saying that I'm an authority on this because I've never team drove, I never would, but the only time I've really seen it shine is when married couples do it and all the money's going to the same bank account. Makes sense at that point. But when you're splitting it and then you're just living in this little box with another driver, that sounds fucking horrifying. That sounds like the worst thing ever. I was talking about it a little bit on my live stream last night. I would not enjoy the truck just rolling down the road all the time. Part of why I'm an over-the-road truck driver is because I really fucking like Shenanigans. Does anyone else like Shenanigans? That's part of the fucking appeal for me. Oh, we can go out to a casino or whatever. There's worse shenanigans that I get up to, but I wouldn't want to tarnish my image here on YouTube because I know you guys think that I'm a fucking saint, but I get up to some shenanigans. I rest assured I do. Maybe I'll record a video one day that comes out 20 years from now after I'm long fucking dead, and then you guys will find out what kind of shenanigans I really get into out here. You'd be like, holy shit, this fucking guy was wild, man. And it's not what you're thinking. It's not the lot lizards, okay? But it damn sure is some strip clubs, that's for sure. What? That's part of why I'm a trucker. The shenanigans. That's part of what I enjoy about it. And then I gotta be in a team setting now with some asshole that's worried about getting their miles. I already got my miles, bitch. Park this at the casino so I can go party my ass off. Do you mind? Do you mind if I fucking do that? Is that too much to ask? Hold on, let me get the AC on. My fat ass is getting sweaty. My fat ass is getting sweaty, my friends. I forgot to turn that on before we got started over here. Anyways, I guess that's just such a wild thing to me. That there seems to be this unwillingness to comprehend that we all just might like different things. I don't know how many times I've been screamed at by a fucking hazmat hauler about how he knows more than me. Yeah, you do. Honestly, I don't know dick about hazmat. You know a lot more than me, and you're more successful in life than me. But who the fuck can't just win gracefully anymore? Look, you already won. You figured life out. Why are you shouting at me about what it is that I need to be doing? Holy fucking shit. You won at life. Be happy. I would be. Well, one time I won at life, kinda. Like, I had a lot of shit really go right for me. Some of you were around for it even. And I can't say I was the most graceful winner either. So maybe people just don't know how to win gracefully. I hope I learned from that, and one day I do better. I hope. We'll see. We'll see if I get a second chance, don't we? Anyways, I just, it's something I can't wrap my head around. So there's sort of, oh God, how do I set this next part up? There's more that I want to talk about, but it's not necessarily that. But I am just so bothered by the fucking idea that we are truckers, we have CDLs, and there's so many people that cannot wrap their head around the idea that this industry is a vast industry where you can do whatever you want. It's not that crazy, it really isn't, but team driving sounds like shit to me. I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't be offended that somebody else does it either. That has nothing to do with me. Unless you're trying to get me in there in a CR England 3-bunk truck with you, none of this really matters, and I'd probably just say no to that anyways. Another thing I kind of wanted to talk about was in the live stream yesterday. Let me set this up by telling you guys something you don't already know about me. I said it at the beginning of the video, but you guys know I'm an asshole, right? Like, I'm not always a nice person, and that's just how it is. I mean, there used to be a time when I was on YouTube where I was like, well, I got to make sure that everybody thinks I'm America's sweetheart over here. That didn't work out too well for me. So for future reference, in case anybody is confused, I'm kind of a fucking prick sometimes, and that's just the way this works. I don't know what to say. I'm just sick to death of people sometimes. Not you guys, I love you guys, but like just dumb shit. Is anyone else sick of dumb shit, or is it just me? Am I the only one suffering from this? Or I don't know. I'm not really sure, but we were talking a little bit in the live stream last night about a thing that I've been really on a tangent about lately, and that is over-the-road truck drivers being paid for all the work they do, right? And I don't know that I'm necessarily talking about owner-operators and lease operators. I guess I'd have to think about that a little bit more. But when it comes to company drivers, I strongly believe that a company driver should be paid for everything they do relating to that job, even if they're just sleeping, because if something happens, they got to get up and deal with it. So are they ever really truly off duty? Are we ever really truly off duty? I'm not sure. But once we choose the independent route, I guess that's kind of our own fucking problem now, isn't it? And we talked about it a little bit in the live stream last night, but here's the problem I see from the company perspective. If they started paying all their company drivers for all of their time, all their wait time, all these things, they'd have a really hard time selling our goofy asses on the lease program then, wouldn't they? They'd have a really big challenge with trying to get anybody to lease a truck from them and make the truck payments for them. Look, I'm not naive. I understand that I make the truck payments for my company. I'm not dumb. It's just how I prefer to truck. I guess I'm fucking weird. I don't know. But they'd have a really hard time doing that. And that's probably a huge reason why there's no kind of push to make sure truck drivers are getting paid for all of their time. And then after the live stream was over, remember I said I was a dick a couple minutes ago? Keep that in mind as we go into this next part, okay? So there's no surprise when it comes up. So somebody had commented, actually, I always love actually. I don't think he started with actually, but they're always the actually guys, right? He goes, I disagree. Because I was talking about an hourly rate. Like, let's pay drivers by the hour, overtime after 40. Everything they do is, you know, paid. You know, fueling the truck, pre-trip the truck, taking the truck to the shop to get fixed, waiting for someone else to do their fucking job, because that's a real fucking bottleneck out here now, isn't it? Waiting for someone else to do their job. You know, somebody that's collecting an hourly rate or a salary that's taking their sweet ass time, Capstone Logistics, looking at you, and then we're getting paid absolutely nothing for that, for this incompetent fuck over here to not do their job. Capstone, what a racket that fucking place is. I can't believe this is even legal. I can't believe that this is a legal fucking operation. That they're fucking charging. They're a third-party company that charges the trucking company or the broker or someone to unload shit from the truck from the exact place we were asked to deliver it to. But I understand why it happens, because companies out there like the shippers and receivers are not wanting to pay their own employees and cover their health insurance and all that stuff, so they contract it to a third party that bends us over every chance they get. That's fun, isn't it? But I had suggested maybe an hourly wage. That was my suggestion. When some guy goes, Josh, we disagree, because it needs to be a mileage pay plus a daily pay for every day that you work, and then also it needs to be per diem, so that's untaxed income or something to that effect. And all these, like, my simple, very simple, let's pay drivers for all their time has now become a very convoluted, steaming pile of shit that we can't just go, hand this to TurboTax now we need a team of accountants to figure out how the fuck we're gonna do your taxes every year. And that sounds great. We just made a simple problem, I mean a simple solution into a huge problem. That's wonderful. I think making things more convoluted is absolutely the way to go. If you're not picking up, that's sarcasm. I don't believe that at all. But here's the part where I was a dick. I said, because he started out with, I disagree. And I said, well, these days I don't spend a whole lot of time worrying about people that disagree with me on the internet, because I wouldn't get anything else done. It's the fucking internet. That's all everybody does is disagree. I don't give a fuck if you disagree. None of this matters to me. Let me tell you why I'm triggered right now. It's nothing directed at that guy in particular, all right? That used to be the thing around YouTube trucking, is nobody wanted to say if they just liked a guy or didn't like a guy. So every YouTube trucker, if they would talk about another trucker, like make a video about him, not my style. I don't need another man's name in my mouth to get some fucking views around here. This guy truck stands on his own 2 feet, baby. Proud of that, okay? I'm fucking proud of that. Not everybody can do that. I'm such a dick. Did I tell you guys that? I told you I'm a dick, right? So anyways, instead of like, I just don't like that motherfucker, or I really like that guy, they would go to their videos and make a video about a guy and go, sometimes I disagree with him and sometimes I disagree with him, and I agree with him on this and I disagree with him on that. Who gives a fuck about who everyone agrees and disagrees with? Listen, I'm not running for fucking public office over here. If some shit flies out of my mouth off the fucking cuff, it's not really a situation about do you agree or disagree and how do we all feel about that. It's okay to not give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. As a matter of fact, the guys that I watch on YouTube, the guys I listen to here that are truckers, could not be further from my sort of mindset. These guys are way the fuck over there. Well, I did that with my left hand. They're probably more off to the right somewhere. Definitely far from me. But I like listening to them. You know why I like listening to them? Not because I'm mad, not because I'm wondering if I agree or disagree, because I don't give a fuck if I agree or disagree. None of this matters at all. But I like, even if I don't like the shit that's coming out of their mouth sometimes, I like that they got the balls to say it. And to me, that fucking matters. I think that's really cool. Some of the guys I watch, Trucker Trash, I promoted him, a couple times on the channel. We have wildly different views about the world. He'll get all worked up about the immigrants. I don't know how much I give a fuck about the immigrants, if I'm being honest with you, but he feels very passionate about it. And I'm not speaking for him. Maybe I caught him on a bad day on one of his videos. I'm not saying he's like some lunatic that's fucking saying crazy shit. It's just a thing he feels strongly about. Okay, he's allowed to feel strongly about that. What am I, the YouTube thought police now? I don't give a fuck. You feel that way? Say it. Baby, say it. You fucking, that's how you feel? I fucking love it. Say it. Hell yeah. And it ain't up to me to get my panties in a bunch over here and go, well, I don't agree with that. The world's a scary place, Cupcake. It doesn't matter what you agree with. The world ain't all about you, man. And once again, it's not targeted at this one specific person. It's a general term, like a general conversation. Who gives a fuck what everyone agrees with? Is that what we're concerned with these days? Who cares, right? Another guy I like a lot. I haven't got to meet him yet. I don't know if you guys even know him. Trucker Dave in Red. I love that dude. Completely different mindsets. He's very much more old school than me. Talks about the old school stuff, but he's never a dick about it. He's not talking down on people. He's not being an asshole. I like that he feels how he feels, and he just says it. To me, that matters, right? To me, that fucking matters. So, oh God, what the fuck am I talking about? I ran myself out of breath again here, guys. But anyways, I was dead fucking serious about that, if I'm being honest with you guys. I really don't have the patience anymore for some dorky fucking internet debate. I'm just gonna say some smart ass shit and then go back to playing my video game or watching my TV or whatever. And I've had people for years like, you won't even show up and debate me, this guy Trucks. No, I won't show up and debate you, because even I don't give a fuck about what I just said. I'm over it. I moved on. I'm doing other things. Are you still dwelling on it? That sounds like a you problem. This has nothing to do with me. I said a bunch of shit to the camera, and then I went off and did something else. I don't know what to tell you. Plus, like, internet debates are goofy, aren't they? They're fucking silly. Nobody's trying to see the other guy's point of view anyways, and definitely not me. It's not like I'm any better than anyone else. Nobody's trying to see the other guy's point of view anyways. They're just trying to be right. That's it. That's all they're trying to do. So no, I will not debate you about how I felt for that split second on a video where I might have been in a good mood, might have been in a bad mood. Who knows why the fuck I said what I said. That reminds me of something. You know, every once in a while I get the comment, somebody will come in and go, this channel needs to be labeled as entertainment, for entertainment purposes, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And that's true. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just talking about my life. I don't know anything about it either. I'm just kind of on autopilot these days. I'm along for the fucking ride. I'm a middle-aged man when all my hopes and dreams have already been fucking crushed. So I'm just kind of going through the motions, if you don't mind. Now I'm supposed to defend what the fuck I said? Holy shit. That's asking a lot. That's asking a lot of me to fucking defend all that shit. Oh god, what am I talking about? I fucking forgot again. That scriptwriter is out, baby. He's fired. Oh, entertainment purposes. It literally is labeled that when you create a YouTube channel, right? You select what genre it's in, and this channel has always been in the entertainment genre since its inception. Yeah, it's not educational, baby. It's not, I don't know, it's not any number of genres that I could have picked from. It's entertainment. That's what I put on there. Entertainment. So anyways, I guess that's all. This video was a little bit of a tangent, but aren't they all, right? I mean, I'm not doing anything different today. But anyways, to that commenter, I'm sorry, I guess, that I was kind of a dick. I'm sorry, I guess. I really don't have the patience anymore for like a lot of shit like that. I mean, I don't care. Like, I disagree with you, this guy Trucks. I don't know, file a formal complaint with the management around here. What do you want from me? I mean, I will be thoroughly reprimanded, I'm sure, because of my shitty attitude and shitty personality. And one day they'll just replace me. You guys will turn on to this guy Trucks video, and it'll be a nice, clean-cut young man with a better voice and a very polite attitude. And then you'll know that HR had to make some tough decisions, and they got me the fuck out of here. And that's just the way it goes. On that note, hopefully not soon. Bye now.